Talk Tonight continues tonight, this Ash Wednesday, the start of the holy season of Lent for Christians. Many received ashes as a reminder of human mortality, a symbol of repentance to God. The Lenten season runs right through Easter, 40 days. Often Christians choose to give something up, to make a sacrifice and honor God and their faith, and perhaps to better themselves as they move through this period of, heading from winter into spring. That's one of the upsides to the Lent season, is by the time you come out the other side of it, it is generally, yeah, right, well, maybe not here, but
it snows on
it
Easter.
usually is spring and we're into Easter. But this is an interesting time where there's certainly a lot of conversation today. A lot of Catholics in our community, we're seeing ashes, we're seeing talk about fish fries and how popular those are, and then we're having people say, well, I'm giving up this for Lent. For me today, I think I decided on the spot, I think it's going to be chips, potato chips, some kind of food sacrifice, which I am an acknowledged addict of such food, and it would be better for me to not eat them. But I think the key is, if you're going to be giving something up, it better have some meaning to you. It makes you think about something more substantial than just, oh no, I'm not going to have a potato chip or chocolate or whatever it is.
Yeah, and what kind of sparked this conversation, at least for me today, is I received an email from a friend of mine. I don't want to name her, but she said, here's what I'm doing for Lent. I want you all to be aware that I've deactivated my Facebook account for Lent. She's apparently addicted to social media. So she's deactivated that. She wants to decrease her dependency on her iPhone. And here's what she said. When it comes to spending time with my husband and my kids, I want to spend more time with them. So this means that I need to eliminate my use of certain apps. So during Lent, please use the old-fashioned way of getting a hold of me. You can text, call, or email me.
Yep, email, the old-fashioned way.
Send her letter.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
But see, that's a great idea, because she's not only giving something up, but she's looking at it proactively.
And she's recommitting to
her
the
family.
people who are most important and closest to us, the nuclear family, which, I think we can safely say that that gets God's stamp of approval on that one. There's a twofer in there, which I think a lot of people don't think about when they commit to giving something up. It's generally something that's bad for you anyway. You're applauded with the chips.
Right,
I wish I could do it. But you're right about that. There
Not
has
heroic
to be,
by any means.
I think, to truly do it, and live out the spirit that is intended. You do have to have that nagging want throughout these 40 days.
Yes.
And then be able to pull back and say, no, I'm not going to do it, and this is why I'm not going to do it.
And I like how your friend's adding, consciously saying, I'm going to spend more time with my family, people that I might be with but not present while I'm with them, when we're involved in this kind of texting and phone, which is a problem.
And I think probably everybody can sort of relate to that, because my goodness, how often are you, sitting with your husband or your wife, having dinner or at the TV at night watching a show, but you're constantly on your computer or your phone or
connected to something else.
And the other thing that I think is another level of commitment that we see with some Christians, Catholics, and other segments of the Christian faith is a more devotion to going to church, to being part of services. Some on a daily basis, where they'll maybe typically going once a week on the typical Sunday Mass, that they say, I'm going to go to church and be present with God in my faith on an everyday basis for this period of time, kind of a short sprint through a really intense period.
Yeah. And for some people, that may be a sacrifice of time.
Certainly.
Also, feeding into the same spirit of the season.
Yeah, with Judaism as well, too. You'll see a lot of people going in for the high holy days, in the fall. And wouldn't it be nice? I think probably the rabbis and the priests, they would all like to see people come more often.
Yes, that's a common complaint.
The clergy are always quick to say that, hey, we are here every week, that's for sure. Interesting conversation, though. We'll love to hear what you have to say about that by going to our Facebook page. Unless you've given it up for Lent, then that's fine. We understand. Or our website, cnycentral.com. And you can always find us on Twitter, too. If you've not yet been an acknowledged addict of social media, just use our hashtag, the talk CNY, and those are our handles that you can always reach us there.